I had always protected Curtis for the longest time. There were things about our relationship that I always protected it because in my heart, I always...
In the fast-paced world of entertainment, where every move is scrutinized, 50 Cent and Diddy find themselves in a battle of wits, egos, and secrets. The two icons, both revered for their music empires and larger-than-life personalities, have now become the center of an explosive scandal. For years, there were things behind closed doors that fans never saw, issues that were quietly shielded and kept out of the public eye. But as tensions rise between the two, what was once hidden now threatens to unravel, leading to a whirlwind of accusations, drama, and betrayals. As the scandal breaks, the question on everyone's mind is, will this feud between 50 Cent and Diddy mark the end of their legendary careers, or will it serve as just another chapter in their ongoing battle for supremacy in the entertainment world? Amid the chaos, one thing is certain. This controversy will keep fans and industry insiders talking for a long time.
And right around that time, that's when you and 50 Cent became a thing.
Yes.
Okay, so then how did you guys initially meet?
We met after he said the thing up to Soul Train at the Soul Train Music Awards, and I want to thank Vivica Fox for wearing that dress, which I was shocked. I mean, I don't know if you go back and see my reaction. I was just kind of like, wow. And then after that, his people got in touch with my people, and next thing I know, we were on the phone. And my birthday was coming up, and he's such a gentleman. He's very generous. I know him as Curtis, always will. And the 50 Cent, those are his performing thing and who he is as a man. So I met Curtis because I remember when I first talked to him, I was like, so what do I call you? He was like, Curtis, that's my name. I said, okay, cool. But for my birthday, he filled my entire house with my favorite flowers, which were Casablancas and gardenias. And literally a van pulled up with flowers. Like, they kept bringing us stuff. I was like, more? More?
Okay.
So he's very generous and very kind and a gentleman.
Well, and at the time, Get Rich or Die Trying was out.
Yes.
And it was the biggest thing in music.
Yes.
Period, of any genre.
Yes.
The album goes diamond.
Yes.
He comes in and completely takes over the game.
Right.
And then now he's got, you connected to him. And I remember it was the VMAs.
Yes.
And you had that dress on.
Yeah.
That dress. Wow.
Yes. All that in a bag of chips.
All that.
Designed by Randy Ron, who I made sure he approved it, and we coordinated our outfits.
So now you guys are a public thing.
Right.
Did that put a lot of pressure on the relationship?
Yes.
Explain.
Well, I was already Vivica Fox, from Independence Day, this and the third. And he now is becoming this huge mega rap star who is crossing over in the club. And I was used to fame, and the main thing what killed the relationship was that we just went way too public, way too fast. The love that I had for him, and still to this day, will always, he was the love of my life. I will admit that without any reservations. He will always have a very special place in my heart. But the reason why the relationship ended was because we just went public way too fast, had way too many people in our business. And if I was to have a chance to do it over, it would be that we stayed private a lot longer. But we got too many people in our business, and, that's what killed the relationship, unfortunately, because I really...
In the fast-paced world of entertainment, where every move is scrutinized, 50 Cent and Diddy find themselves in a battle of wits, egos, and secrets. The two icons, both revered for their music empires and larger-than-life personalities, have now become the center of an explosive scandal. For years, there were things behind closed doors that fans never saw, issues that were quietly shielded and kept out of the public eye. But as tensions rise between the two, what was once hidden now threatens to unravel, leading to a whirlwind of accusations, drama, and betrayals. As the scandal breaks, the question on everyone's mind is, will this feud between 50 Cent and Diddy mark the end of their legendary careers, or will it serve as just another chapter in their ongoing battle for supremacy in the entertainment world? Amid the chaos, one thing is certain. This controversy will keep fans and industry insiders talking for a long time.
Said at one point he was going to propose, and he had a 14-carat ring.
12.
12.
Yes.
Still a crazy ring.
Yeah,
What is that?
but he's 50 Cent.
$2 million ring or something like that? Something like
I
that?
don't know, but he got mad at me and turned it into a pair of earrings. Yeah, I found that out later. Yeah, found that out later. I was like, damn, B.
You could have had the ring.
Damn.
You could have had
I at
the
least
ring.
could have turned it into a pair of earrings if we broke up, but it's all good, you know?
Okay, and I guess he went on his European tour.
Yes.
And at that point, I guess the relationship started to kind of devolve.
No, the relationship broke up after the World Music Awards. I came back and he was on the radio saying he dumped me.
You find out on the radio.
Yeah, my friend called me. I was in Baltimore filming The Salon, and my friend, stylist, whose name is skipping me right now. Oh, my friend Daryl Brown called me and said, yo, your boy's on the radio blasting you. And first I went, who? And he was like, 50 Cent. I was like, Curtis? He's like, yeah, he's telling everybody you guys broke up. And I was like, we did? Huh. So he never personally said, it's a wrap.
On the radio, huh?
Yeah, but he went on, and you know, that was his way. That was his way. When I look back at it now, you know, he went back to being that tough guy because, you know, we really loved each other a lot at the time.
Yeah, because I remember I was hanging out with Game around that time, and
Yes.
I remember he announced that Game was kicked out of G Unit on the radio
Yeah,
as well.
just see
and
what I'm
then,
saying?
like,
It's just
no one
kinda-
saw it coming. He
Yeah.
announced it on the radio what
Yeah.
should have been done in person.
Yeah, but you know,
Yeah, that's 50.
everybody has their way of doing things, and we're cool now. There's peace,
Yeah.
which I love more than anything.
It all began with a cryptic tweet from none other than Fox, a name synonymous with explosive revelations in the Hollywood gossip scene. Known for her dramatic flair and sharp insights into the lives of A-list stars, Fox had long been a trusted source for behind-the-scenes scoops. But this tweet? It shook the entertainment world to its core. The message, seemingly innocuous at first, quickly spiraled into a frenzy of speculation. Fox hinted at a massive falling out between two of the biggest names in the music industry, 50 Cent and Diddy. In her trademark style, she teased the public with just enough information to spark curiosity but left out critical details, making her followers hungry for more. As the tweet quickly gained traction, the rumor mill went into overdrive. Longtime fans of both artists, journalists, and industry insiders began searching for any hint of truth behind the cryptic message. What had gone on between 50 Cent and Diddy? Was this just another attempt at publicity, or was something deeper at play? What Fox had unleashed was only the beginning. The tweet ignited a firestorm, and soon, it became clear, this was no ordinary celebrity spat. The world was about to witness a scandal unlike anything Hollywood had ever seen before.
But the years following that, it was...
Yeah, we went at it.
Right. So, for example, in 2005,
Yes.
50 had a song called Get in My Car, where he said, commitment from me, nah, not likely. Went out with Vivica. I thought I was onto something, but then the next week, nah, man, it was nothing.
Yeah, but then he was coming to my house and finding me at spas in
Yeah.
Vancouver. But, you know, that was the image. And, you know, trust for me how I felt driving down the street and it would come on the radio.
That song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or The Game rapping about me.
Yeah.
And he was his artist at the time.
Mhm.
That shit was awful to live through.
Yeah.
It broke my heart, but I still loved him.
Well, then in 2010, you showed
Yeah.
in this music video.
Yeah, I
for
did.
Do You Think About Me?
Mm-hmm.
Where you try to kill him in the video.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure there's some... that didn't require a lot of acting. So you guys became cool. And then 2015, you do an interview and you kind of insinuated that 50 Cent is gay.
I was mad at him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess he did a XXL cover with him and Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
And you said that
I know
You-
Soulja Boy got mad at me too.
Right.
I had to hear Soulja Boy personally. I was like, Soulja Boy, I'm mad at him right now,
Well,
not you.
I guess it got triggered from 50 allegedly saying that Empire was dropping off because there was too much gay stuff on
Yeah.
the show. And then when they brought up the cover, I guess you call him a booty snatcher.
Yeah, I was mad at him.
And you also said that
Wait,
he's
wait,
the pot
wait.
calling the kettle black. And,
Yeah.
and
I was
so
mad
forth.
at him.
Yeah.
I was mad at him. And he found that out later. You know, I happened to run into him at a New York Knicks basketball game. We both were in the private section, and that's when I walked over to him and squashed her.
Fox's tweet sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry as she boldly claimed to have access to explosive material that could reveal deeply guarded secrets about both 50 Cent and Diddy. Her words were cryptic but powerful, hinting at untold stories that, if revealed, could rock the foundations of both their careers. The tweet read, "I've got the truth that could bring it all crashing down. The secrets you don't know about 50 Cent and Diddy, watch this space." The boldness of her claim was enough to send the internet into a frenzy. Fans of both hip-hop moguls were left on edge, wondering what secrets could possibly be hidden in the shadows of these two industry giants. Was it a personal betrayal? A business deal gone wrong? Or something even darker, buried under years of public success and power? The drama quickly escalated as journalists and entertainment insiders scrambled to uncover any potential leads. It wasn't long before the first hints of the material Fox had referenced began to surface: leaked emails, questionable business deals, and even whispers of strained personal relationships that could tarnish their public images. For both 50 Cent and Diddy, the stakes were higher than ever. If Fox's material was real, it could send shockwaves through their carefully crafted personas, threatening to unravel everything they had built in the cutthroat world of entertainment. Fans and critics alike watched with bated breath, eager to see how this newfound controversy would unfold. The power struggle between two of hip-hop's most influential figures was now out in the open, and the world was ready to witness every twist and turn.
Big boy! Sierra's in the neighborhood. Sierra, you're on a raft.
Okay.
In the middle of the ocean.
Yes.
Alrighty? Now, on this raft, you only have room to bring one more person up.
Mm-hmm.
You look in the ocean. You see two people in the ocean.
Okay.
All right, you can only bring one up.
All
the
right.
other will drown.
Okay. Bye-bye.
You look in the ocean, you see 50 Cent, and you see Bow Wow. Sierra, who do you pull up, and who do you let drown?
Oh, pull up and let drown.
Yes.
Yes. One is drowning.
One is going to drown.
Yep.
Yes.
Has to drown.
You got to leave them.
Boo-boo.
I don't know who Boo Boo
Uh-oh,
is.
pet names. We
I'll
don't
pull
know.
up fifth.
Yeah.
Boo-boo.
Who?
I'll pull up 5-0.
You pull up 50 Cent and let Bow Wow drown?
Well, you gave me two options. What am I supposed to do?
Hey,
I'm
there you
being
go.
over dramatic right now.
Oh.
So you
Oh,
will
you're
let
being
Bow Wow
overdramatic.
drown?
Okay, I'm going to be dramatic with
Elaborate. Why would you pull up 50?
Why do you want me to elaborate?
Because
What is that?
No, that's the rules. It says right here.
Yeah, it's the
Please
have
let me see the
follow-up
The
question.
rules.
rules, it says,
I can't see the
after
rules.
we ask,
The
it says
follow-up
elaborate.
No,
question.
you start with one question as a part of the game.
And then it leads on to the next one.
And that was just the one
like
question.
if I say, okay, you have an album, One Woman Army.
Yes.
Who's on there? That's another question.
Yep.
That's
Right.
what happened.
And then you stop there.
No, who do you pull up? 50. Why?
And I
That's the way
said,
interviews go.
I'm going to pull him up.
But why? Why leave Bow Wow there?
You gave me two options.
What
Right,
will the
okay.
last words be to Bow Wow?
The last word.
Yeah, because he's drowning.
As you and 50 are floating
You
away.
guys,
He's drowning.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying my last
You-
word.
You and 50.
Come on.
Is it like, hey, I love
Everybody
you?
does
Sorry,
it.
it wasn't
Is
big
it-
enough for
is
me,
it a
Bow Wow.
F
Is that
you?
what you're gonna say?
What do you say? Love you, F you,
Yeah.
my partner,
Hate you.
sorry.
Bow Wow Wow.
You put the
UPO,
little in
EPA.
little Bow
my
Wow.
song.
Yeah.
Sorry.
See? That's what it is. Sorry.
No.
That's
Sorry
the
was right for Bow Wow there.
You know,
You guys
wow.
are silly.
That is crazy.
But it's all love for him, too,
Man.
okay?
Oh,
I
yeah,
just have
he's
to
dead
say
right
that.
now.
Him drown.
Man,
He's
hold
drowning.
on. Let me bring my dude in here. 50, how you feel about that? Oh, man. She said she'll pull you up. You good with that?
Oh, absolutely.
I heard that, my brother. Bow Wow's drowning. Yeah, but you good, right?
Oh, absolutely.
I heard that. We got 50 Cent and Sierra in the neighborhood. 50, hold on, okay?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, ladies, come back at you, man. Big boy neighborhood job.
Oh, absolutely. The tweet went viral in an instant, sending shockwaves that rippled across social media, igniting a frenzy that couldn't be ignored. As it spread like wildfire, fans, journalists, and industry insiders alike scrambled to decipher the cryptic message from Fox. The speculation was relentless. Every corner of the internet was buzzing with theories, questions, and claims. Was this the moment of truth that would reveal what everyone had been wondering about for years? In the big boy neighborhood, the excitement reached a fever pitch. Fans who had always followed the drama between 50 Cent and Diddy now felt like they were on the cusp of something monumental. Was this the end of their carefully curated images? Could the secrets Fox was hinting at really change the game? Entertainment reporters, armed with their insider knowledge, dove into every possible angle, trying to dig deeper into what Fox might have. Some believed it was a publicity stunt, others were convinced there was real dirt to be uncovered. As the world watched with bated breath, the pressure mounted on both 50 Cent and Diddy to respond. The tweet had taken on a life of its own, and the fallout was only just beginning. Was it just a matter of time before the truth came out, or would the tension between these two icons become just another headline in the never-ending world of celebrity drama?
Didn't write about Curtis to start another feud with him because he's savage and king of petty. So, y'all know I'm telling the truth. So I didn't write that chapter. I just wanted everyone to know why it's lasted for so long. And honestly, for myself, to put a period on that chapter and turn the page like my daddy always taught me.
Well, why has it lasted so long?
Wow. Well, when a person has a special place in your heart, sometimes it's hard to say goodbye. You know, that person knows the right things to say. That person knows, you know, how to push your buttons. And I always felt with him that I found out later after we broke up that he wanted to propose to me. And so I always felt like, I had to make up for that. And I always felt like, wow, I did something wrong, that I didn't get the ring. And there's another lesson in there for ladies, to don't chase the ring. Because sometimes if you chase the ring, you'll be going after the person who really isn't your king.
To fully understand the situation, it's essential to dive deeper into Fox's complex relationship with 50 Cent, which has always been a point of intrigue in the entertainment world. Over the years, there have been many layers to their interactions, both professional and personal. Fox has had her own share of drama and conflicts in Hollywood, but her ties to 50 Cent have been particularly intriguing. It's not just about the gossip she shares or the explosive material she claims to possess. There's a deeper history between them, one that could provide the context for her current actions. Now, as the conversation shifts, the tension continues to rise with another viral moment, the video of Diddy allegedly attacking Cassie. Yeah, I saw the video, and it sent a lot of people talking, no doubt. It's a situation that adds even more fuel to the fire in this ongoing drama between Diddy and 50 Cent. With the two stars already in a fierce feud, the timing couldn't be worse. In the video, Diddy appears to lash out at Cassie, and the unsettling footage raises a lot of questions about his past relationship with her. Was it a moment of anger caught on camera, or is there more to the story that hasn't been revealed? It's hard to ignore the connection to the ongoing controversy involving 50 Cent and Diddy. Could this video be another piece of the puzzle, pushing both their legacies into a new light? Fans are already drawing comparisons between the two moments, Fox's tweet and Diddy's explosive video. The stakes have never been higher, and it's clear that this saga is far from over.
You seen the video?
Which video?
Diddy attacking Cassie.
Yeah, I saw the video, man. You know, and the thing about it is, like, everything else was speculations. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether his sexuality and everything he was doing, sex trafficking, all that was all speculation. Then when you saw the video, you like, if he could do this, he's capable of anything. Right? But I mean, what is sex trafficking? I mean, you know, you send a girl to go fuck somebody for some money, and then the drug her, whatever they do to her, then she comes back and then want to go back again. I don't understand why she just ain't run away the first time. I'm confused on what sex trafficking is. You know, but did Diddy really need that money for sex trafficking? I mean, so the sex trafficking charge it should not stick nowhere, because the nigga ain't no way this nigga needed money for sex. You know, he don't even make, because sex trafficking that involves money exchange for sex somehow, some way. Correct? You know, and you know, the video was very hard to watch, very hard to watch. You know, and then of course after the video he had to apologize, but of course he had to. We all apologize after we get caught. I used to cheat all the time, and I denied it. As soon as I got caught, I'm like, oh shit, I'm sorry, I did it. You know what I'm saying? So we all. She like, I'm sorry I did it, man. It was only one time. She put another video. There's another video. Okay, it was 2 times. I'm sorry, I never do it again. But I wore a condom. Then you fucking her wrong. God damn. Okay, but I pulled out. You see, you will keep apologizing when you get caught. We all fuck up, you know. But that there is what probably gonna just pretty much. He's pretty much done to me. There's probably 3 ways of him coming out, and 3 of him like coming back to life. Probably the Nation of Islam, number 1, probably, right? We sell some, go out there, go talk to Farrakhan, join the team. I mean, put him on the street. That nigga sell bean pies like they did back in like 90s. That's one. Two, just be like, just join the LGBTQIE. I'm not sure if I missed any letters or not. Join them. Just be like, I'm just find them. Go, because, join that group. Turn to a pastor or something. Turn to a mace, become a pastor. You can't, or just pack the just go to some village somewhere and change your name.
Yeah, man, I still can't believe what I seen in that video, man. Like the way he was kicking her like a field goal, man. Yeah.
The video of Diddy allegedly kicking Cassie, like a field goal, was absolutely jarring and sent shockwaves through social media. It painted a very disturbing image of their past relationship, and it was hard for anyone to look past the violence caught on tape. Ain't looking too good, as many have said, especially considering the gravity of the accusations. If those claims hold weight, this could be the defining moment that forever changes how the public perceives Diddy. Looking back, their tumultuous and controversial romantic relationship was constantly under the microscope. Years ago, Diddy and Cass's affair was a staple of tabloids and gossip columns. Their love story was a roller coaster of public disputes, emotional reconciliations, and fleeting moments of happiness, which kept paparazzi and fans alike on their toes. It was a relationship built on drama, and every twist and turn seemed to make headlines. But the dynamics between the two were always complicated. Cassie, an artist in her own right, was often seen as an extension of Diddy's empire. But the balance between love, control, and personal freedom was never clear. When things were good, they were good. But when things went sour, it was explosive. And this video might just be the culmination of those darker moments. It's clear that both Cassie and Diddy had their own demons, but this incident, if it turns out to be as bad as it appears, will forever stain their shared history. With the world already questioning the authenticity of public images, the footage only adds to the skepticism surrounding their entire relationship. Now, the stakes have grown higher as this story intertwines with the larger feud between Diddy and 50 Cent, and the fallout could have a ripple effect on both their personal and professional lives.
Yeah, he way too much, man. I'm like, this dick trying to get a endorsement deal with Black & Decker or something. I don't know what the hell he was trying to do. Or with Hawaiian Punch or something, or like, Beats by Dre. What this nigga was doing, he did a lot. It was too much, and I feel bad for the lady, and, and now we understand why she did what she did and why, people are coming out and all of that stuff, because that beating alone, it just showed a really a character that we never knew, because you look at interviews prior to this beating where they talk about abusing to women and how he just played this perfect guy, like, and but even though I try to sense a little bit of abusing him when he talked about the Rihanna and Chris Brown situation, he almost tried to justify it in one interview. And I'm like, then I started to see, okay, maybe this guy, maybe maybe he does that. Maybe that's why he's trying to justify it, But hey, he, like I said, he go join something, man. Join some society. Because I don't think Illuminati, even Illuminati don't even want his ass no more. Illuminati, like, pack your basket. Yeah.
The rumors about him being gay been out there for years. That might be the lane he might want to, join, man. Join that LGBTQ community or whatever that is.
But he never, because I never saw an interview where he denied it. He just always like brushed it off when they asked him about it, I mean, do what you do, but just don't be dipping and dapping. My thing, you gotta pick one. You want to be with men, be with men. Don't be being with men and go bitches and that's greedy.
Yeah, because I always seen him with a female, man. But you hear so many rumors about him being gay. I mean, at some point you got to be like, bro, it got to be something to it. I mean, I don't know, but yeah, if he dibbling dabbling into females, that's not cool.
That's not cool. I mean, I'm sure that's what create problems and diseases and all of that stuff. I think just stick with one. I mean and I don't mean to say nothing about no bisexual people. I guess that's part of that whole LGBT community, where they want both. I mean, that's greedy. Pick a side. I'm just saying, just pick one. Pick one. I just think he can't. It's nothing else besides those things I mentioned. Nation of Islam, LGBTQ, turn to a pastor, or just package moves to some village.
Despite their eventual breakup and years of estrangement, the tension between Diddy and Cassie never fully faded. Even though she moved away, retreating to some quiet village away from the spotlight to find peace, the underlying animosity simmered just beneath the surface. In recent interviews, Fox, who has been privy to a lot of the inside story, hinted at this unspoken tension between the two, suggesting that their past was far from closed. Fox alluded to secret conversations, unresolved emotions, and the kind of drama that only people who have been through such a volatile relationship can truly understand. She hinted that, despite their outward appearances of moving on, the real story was far from over. The scars of that relationship, marked by public feuds and private betrayals, seemed to linger longer than anyone expected. This tension has taken on new life, especially with the viral moments now surfacing: Fox's cryptic tweet, the disturbing video, and the continued whispers of manipulation and control. The past between Diddy and Cassie still haunts them, and now the world is being dragged back into their messy, complicated history. With Fox's hints and the growing pressure on Diddy, it's clear that the unraveling of their past may be more explosive than anyone imagined. Despite her attempt to escape to a quieter life, Cassie is inevitably tied back to this ongoing drama, and with each revelation, the story of their toxic relationship is far from being put to rest.
When I get on YouTube and I go to the Real Life Productions page where Real Life Street Stars lives, I do these things. First, I like, I comment, I share, and I definitely subscribe. You don't want to miss it. And then when you become a member, you get all the good stuff. Like, just hit the button. Hit the button. I promise you, it's so worth it.
I'm not gonna be on this couch with Jag. Hold on, bro. I'm not gonna be on this couch with Jag, man, unless Jag sing my favorite song. It's a Philly classic. And when I was in high school, bro, and the preacher's daughter sung this and made me sing it back to her. You understand? And that's the first time, and she gave me a kiss. That's the first time I fell in love. And Jag gotta sing, I hope that we can be together soon for me. She gotta sing that for me. You know what I'm saying?
Let me get a little water. You know, I tell you, every time something great is about to happen, everything goes to shit everywhere else. And I had to, it's been crazy. We got bags thrown at us at the, at the airport.
Bags?
Yeah. There's some crazy guy named Bon Me H with a reflector jacket on it, works for American Airlines. Out of DFW, decided he was gonna just take my manager and dump him in the fairway and then just throw his bag on him and say, holla.
Bon Me H.
Bon Me H. I tell you, American, yo. Hey, pandemic did great things for company morale.
Oh my God. And I'm flying out on America tomorrow.
Listen to me, you tell them keep that Bon Me away from you.
Yeah.
No Bon Me H.
And before Jax was singing, quick, Gene, that was the request you wanted. There's no other question?
That's it, bro. Because,
all right, that's all I need to know.
Listen, I wasn't going to, listen to me. I wasn't going to lead. When they say Jag was going to be here, that's my dream. And if she could sing that for me, man, and take me back to that, I'm in heaven.
Okay, Jag.
All right, so let's see. I was practicing that. And I
You was practicing?
Yeah, I practice every day.
Oh, you practice your singing?
Yeah, every day.
All
and
right.
while I was practicing, I was like, let me get my voice warmed up. And I end up partying with some pretty girls in the pool.
Ooh.
And they all are fans of yours. Matter of fact, I spoke to about 6. Well, I spoke to you this morning with a gentleman who was crying on the phone. He was like, I listen to Jag and I listen to you and Jay every day. And he was like, y'all like my Ken. And I'm like, I had to call Gene. Because for us, we get a lot of flack for just telling the truth. And the truth is the only thing I would say that we're doing is just being accountable for what we saw and being accountable for the hell it started. What a lot of people don't realize is right now in this moment, everybody's looking at
This moment is crucial, as everyone's eyes are on Fox now. Her decision to leak the footage has everyone asking the same questions. Was it an act of revenge, a cry for closure, or a calculated move to reclaim the spotlight? These questions add significant layers of intrigue to an already sensational narrative, making Fox both the protagonist and antagonist in her own unfolding drama. On one hand, Fox could be seeking revenge, an attempt to right the wrongs of a relationship that was, by all accounts, deeply toxic and manipulative. She's been known to be fiercely protective of her personal narrative, and perhaps leaking the footage is her way of taking control of a situation that was always out of her hands. If the world could see the raw, unfiltered truth of what happened, it might give her the power to rewrite her own story and heal from the wounds left by Diddy and their complicated past. On the other hand, it could be about closure. For years, Fox and Cassie have lived under the shadow of Diddy's dominance in the media. By releasing the footage, Fox could be bringing light to the darker aspects of their relationship, not just for revenge, but for her own sense of peace and validation. She might be hoping that by forcing the truth into the open, she can finally close this chapter and move on without the looming cloud of secrecy hanging over her. However, there's always the possibility that Fox is playing a more strategic game. In the world of entertainment, attention is currency, and the leak could be part of a calculated attempt to thrust herself back into the public eye. After all, Fox has always been adept at leveraging controversy for her own benefit. Reclaiming the spotlight, especially when so many eyes are now on Diddy and the fallout from the footage, could be exactly what she needs to reignite her career or her public persona. With every new development, Fox has taken on a dual role in this saga. She is the person everyone is talking about, but at the same time, she's becoming a central figure in a narrative filled with both sympathy and skepticism. The truth behind her decision remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: Fox's move has added a level of drama and unpredictability to the already explosive situation.
Well, Diddy's is bad. What about this person? What about that person? And people love tying people's names into things without really thinking about it. And Luther Campbell has some interesting things to say about former bad boy security. So I want to say it right now with this man present. If he was not there, I can only imagine how much worse things would have been and could have gotten.
Right.
This is the man.
And like I told these guys now, people who commit crimes with criminals.
Yeah, they do.
I ain't never been no criminal.
No.
And I'm never gonna let anybody get harmed. I'm always intersected. I'm 10 steps in front of you before it happens.
Just the other thing.
No, sing my song.
I'm gonna sing it, but I want to say this, and then I'm gonna sing it.
Yeah.
In positions that we've been in, and the people that we've been around, you had it made. So did I. There was a disagreement in the way things were going. You went your own way.
Right.
I went my own way. If it was really, if we were terrible people, you don't walk away. You stay. It was made. You were the man of all, period. Imagine, as he went on into his billionaire status, all the things.
I could have just kept my mouth closed.
Period.
I'd have to tell Miss Wallace nothing.
Nothing.
I didn't have to say nothing to nobody. That's what people don't understand. I chose to. You understand? They want to make up the stories they want to make up. And that's what you get this internet. You got a lot of people making up stuff. But then when the stuff come true, they look stupid. They don't say nothing. They quiet as a church mouse. All the things that Jagden said, you understand? And the only thing I disagree with Jag about this was Chris. That's the only thing I disagree with it.
Can we speak on that right quick?
Because I knew Lou Tucker. And if you put Lou Tucker and you go in the photos and you put Christopher Williams side by side each other, they look like brothers. They could have been brothers.
They could have been brothers.
I'm not saying Lou Tucker did anything. I'm gonna say that much. But I know Christopher Williams, and I know Christopher Williams is
something else. But
Christopher Williams a gangster.
But this is the thing, though. When that lawyer came to me, and what everybody has been trying to do is get me to give her name.
Right. I wouldn't worry about it.
And I know why they want me to give her name, because they want to run down on her.
Mm-hmm.
And I could even justify it by saying the person who brought her to me that you and I both know.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll talk about that on another occasion.
Right.
Because at this point in time, I think I owe you that.
I don't even really.
I know you don't care.
I don't care about that. I want you to sing my song.
My point is this. I believe my witness, and he knows what he knows. But regardless of all of that, there's always spaces in between every story. Now, maybe she saw somebody else that looked like Christopher Williams. I can only tell you what that woman said to me.
And she could think that.
As hours turned into days without a response from Diddy, the tension continued to build. Fans, journalists, and industry insiders eagerly awaited some form of reaction. But Diddy remained silent, leaving many to speculate on the reasons behind his quietness. Was he plotting a strategic response? Was he trying to avoid escalating the drama? Or perhaps he was too stunned by the footage to speak out immediately. Finally, 50 Cent, ever the master of timing and controversy, broke his silence. Known for his bold personality and unfiltered social media presence, 50 Cent took to Instagram to launch a scathing attack. His post was direct, cutting, and filled with his signature no-holds-barred style. In true 50 fashion, he didn't just comment on the situation. He weaponized his words, pulling no punches as he dissected Diddy's silence, Fox's leaked footage, and the entire scandal. 50 Cent's message was clear. He wasn't going to let this moment pass without making sure the world knew where he stood. With his usual mix of humor and bite, he mocked Diddy for his inability to respond and dragged the mogul through the mud, suggesting that Diddy's reputation was built on lies and manipulation. Silence is the best answer for a coward, 50 Cent declared, making it clear he thought Diddy was dodging the inevitable fallout from the video and Fox's bombshell tweet. The internet went wild as 50 Cent's post began to spread like wildfire. Fans of both men quickly took sides, with some rallying behind 50 Cent's unapologetic approach, while others waited to see how Diddy would respond to the challenge. But as always, 50 Cent knew how to keep people talking. His attack was calculated, not just as a response to Diddy's silence but as a move to elevate his own brand and status in this ongoing drama. With his ability to manipulate the public narrative and stay relevant, 50 Cent had once again inserted himself at the heart of the storm, and it was clear that the fallout from this feud was only getting started.
She could really think that because they look so much alike. Back then, with the curly hair, light skin, the whole 9 yards, it wouldn't be far-fetched. But
if your ignorant ass call me a crackhead again, I don't give no fuck. I'm just gonna make flyers of all of that shit from Kohl's with them goddamn JBLs. And I'm gonna hand it out at every show you do that you try to call me a crackhead because I ain't never smoked no crack.
Oh my God. And y'all got me on the couch with this.
I just want everybody to know that nobody's lying. You're not lying.
No, I'm not gonna lie.
lying. His story isn't any less valid than my story and vice versa. Stop worrying about the little details and pay attention to the big picture.
Always.
Big picture is, at the end of the day, regardless of that story, there are other stories about Puff using sexuality to enslave other men to get them to do what he wanted them to do for his purpose. Now, maybe it wasn't Christopher Williams, but I can think of about 5 other dudes that I could say right off the top of my head right now that I know that to be true.
Okay, I'm reloaded. You gotta see that.
When I'm away from you, boy, but all I seem to do is cry. But then when I see you, boy, my, how the time does fly. I don't know if you need and love me too. Ooh, the way I love and needed you. But I hope that we can be together soon. I hope that we can be together soon.
Y'all don't know nothing about that.
I hope that we can be together soon. Can Can we make it real soon? Can we make it real soon? We got it. Come on, hold up.
I think about you, girl. Chills run up and down my spine.
Babe, he's singing this for you. He's singing your part.
And when I think about you, girl, all my heart is do is cry.
All right, now you singing the lead. I'm on the background.
Roll around night and day. I'm gonna miss you. All my lonely heart seems to do.
I hope that we can be together soon.
In a series of now-deleted posts, which have since been preserved in screenshots and digital archives, 50 Cent vehemently denied the existence of any footage that could damage his reputation. He fired back at Fox, accusing her of trying to destroy him out of spite. His words were sharp and filled with disdain, as he branded her actions as desperate and malicious. 50 Cent's tone was as bold as ever, mocking Fox's claims and positioning himself as the victim in this twisted drama. He called her attempts to stir controversy a cheap play for attention and insisted that the footage she was alluding to was nothing more than a fabrication or a failed attempt at retribution. His direct attack on Fox seemed aimed at cutting her down publicly, undermining her credibility in front of his millions of followers. Fox is just mad because no one's paying attention to her anymore, he wrote in one of the posts, as if dismissing her entire existence. She's been irrelevant for years, and now she's trying to make a name for herself by dragging me into her mess. His posts were filled with the kind of biting sarcasm he's become known for, as he accused her of trying to stay relevant by using his name to stay in the spotlight. The deleted posts spread quickly across social media, fueling the fire of the already intense feud between 50 Cent and Diddy. While 50 Cent denied the footage's existence, his remarks against Fox only intensified the situation, leaving fans, journalists, and insiders questioning the truth behind the allegations. Though the posts were taken down soon after, the damage was done. The digital archives now hold a permanent record of 50 Cent's passionate denials, which fans continue to reference as the feud between these industry titans continues to evolve. Was Fox's footage just an attempt to strike back, or was 50 Cent's reaction an effort to cover up something much darker? The mystery deepens with every new post, and the scandal shows no signs of slowing down.
I hope that we can be together soon. Can you make it real soon?
I can't wait.
Can you make it real soon?
Real life street stars, we are back with the Jagginator. What is considered part 2 of I Was There. Jag,
when real life street stars, when real life productions hit 1 million subscribers, salute! Hey!
1 million subscribers.
1 million.
Man, Jag, that's just to say that out loud
that must be trippy.
Yeah.
I was thinking of you guys earlier today, and it was wild because this whole day we've been keeping it quiet. Nobody knew or was supposed to know we were in town. I didn't tell anybody.
Right.
Came straight from the airport. We went to the hotel. We came straight here to work. We were here till 3 a.m. I go to sleep. I wake up. I thought I lost my phone. It was all the way under the pillow. You know what I mean? Right. Normal day for the most part. And then I go to get coffee for me and Ange. And instantly I know that the girl recognizes me behind the counter. I'm like, okay. And then somebody else walks in. But the fourth person that recognized me when I went outside to smoke my cigarette while I was fretting over my phone and, waiting for the coffee, this guy looked, he said, "You Jaguar." And I was talking to the Mod Squad, of course. And he recognized my voice. He said, "I know you from the Blue Couch." He said, "I listen to you every day." And then I saw him starting to get choked up. And he's sitting there shaking and he's crying. He said, "I talk to you." He said, "I listen to you every day." And I said, "Well, I'm in town with a friend." He said, I said, Gene Deal. He said, Brother Gene is here.
Shout out him.
So I get on the phone. We got the FaceTime now. We're FaceTime.
There you go.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
cool.
you know.
You nice, Jay. You real nice. You're approachable. Let me say that. You're very approachable.
I am.
People might think you're not, but
I meet people with the energy I receive.
there you go.
So if I've ever been nasty to you, that tells you everything you need to know about yourself. So, you know, it's like, and I'm talking to Gene, and this man is sitting there, he starts shedding tears, he's weeping. He said, y'all are the truth. And he said, shalom. And I'm like, oh, okay.
50 Cent's fiery outburst sparked an immediate flurry of reactions from fans and followers. On one side, many rallied behind the rapper, defending his integrity and questioning Fox's motives. His loyal fanbase, always quick to back him up, took to social media to dismiss Fox's claims as nothing more than a petty attempt to ruin 50 Cent's reputation. She's just trying to get attention, some argued. Fox is irrelevant, and this is just a cheap shot. They pointed to 50 Cent's history of overcoming controversy and his ability to thrive even when facing adversity. However, on the other side, some fans began to speculate about what could happen if the footage ever surfaced. The possibility of this mysterious footage becoming public loomed over the entire situation like a storm cloud. Some wondered what kind of fallout could occur for both 50 Cent and Diddy if it were proven to be true. Would this mark the end of their public personas as they knew them? Could this scandal irreparably damage their careers? Others pointed out the irony of the situation. Both 50 Cent and Diddy, men who had built empires on power, control, and influence, now facing the threat of their legacies crumbling due to a single, leaked piece of footage. Fans who followed the two moguls closely saw this moment as a potential tipping point, where their carefully curated public images might not be able to withstand the shockwave of such a scandal. As the online debate continued, the speculation only grew. Would 50 Cent's defiant denial hold up? Could Fox be telling the truth, or was this all a calculated move to capitalize on the ongoing drama? The tension surrounding the potential fallout for both 50 Cent and Diddy seemed to captivate everyone, and no one could predict how this was all going to end. One thing was for sure, the drama was far from over, and the stakes were higher than ever.
Aaron, I gave him my phone number, and I was going to invite him tonight, but I think you guys need to talk to him without me here.
Please, yeah, no, let's definitely.
You know, I don't want to be a distraction. And the truth is I don't know if I can handle it, because I started crying with him a little bit. Because I think about the people that we talk to, these conversations that we share with the world. I don't know if we really understand how much they mean. And I don't even know if we really understand everything that we've sacrificed and we put into getting to this point.
Yeah, Jay, let's talk about the synergy of it, because you and Gene Deal just serenaded each other on the
Yeah.
Like what the synergy, the energy of just that moment alone, to where this man who has been opening up and telling his truth on the other side of the world, and you opening up telling your truth on the other side of the world. Mm-hmm. And y'all come together to sit right here and then just have a moment to look in each other's eyes and just say, I just want to sing. Come on. What is... Shout out to Real Life Street Stars. Shout out to Jaguar Rice. Shout out to Gene. It's amazing, man. 1 million subs.
You want to know what made that so special for me? All of the things that we say, all of the truths that we tell, it's to defend that moment.
Without question.
The joy of sharing music with people that you love and respect. The instant camaraderie and fellowship that it brings. Now we're talking 25 years, the almost 30 years I've known this man. And the best moment I'll ever have with him was that.
They say they sing songs before they go to war.
Yeah.
Was this a moment before the storm? I don't know.
What I will say is there are no coincidences. And, spend so much time feeding into the lies, maybe give the truth a try. Might surprise you.
There you go.
Yeah, and I love the fact that it's a Philly record, and I love the fact that it's Uncle Harold's record, I remember learning how to do the steps and down in the basement while they were rehearsing when the Blue Notes were rehearsed. Of course, this was after Uncle Teddy had left and the accident and all of that. And I remember singing the backgrounds on that song. I know every note. I know all the parts. And I said, you know what, let me pull these lyrics out because it's been a minute. But I was reading the lyrics while I was singing. And it's been a long time. We've been waiting for that moment. And I hope that we can be together soon. And there's so many more of us to really make that a complete together. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar, you know?
Now, before we started, you said Gene was instrumental in protecting so many from the atrocities that Diddy could have committed if his presence had not have been there. Just give us some of the harrowing tales of just Gene in those years.
There's a million things I could tell you. There were a lot of fights at those old rap shows.
Unlike 50 Cent's fiery and unfiltered response, Diddy remained notably silent in the face of growing speculation. His silence only added fuel to the fire, leaving fans and industry insiders to wonder why he wasn't reacting to the controversy. Known for his calculated public persona and meticulous control over his image, Diddy is no stranger to managing narratives and making strategic moves when the spotlight turns against him. But in this case, he chose to avoid the spotlight, at least initially. His silence could have been part of a broader strategy to let the storm pass without getting caught up in the frenzy, knowing that responding too quickly could fuel the drama even further. Diddy is a master of the game, and many speculated that he was choosing to lay low while weighing his options carefully. Whether he was hoping the buzz would die down on its own or was crafting a more measured response, Diddy's absence from the conversation only amplified the tension. Some fans interpreted his silence as a sign of guilt or avoidance, while others saw it as a strategic move to keep control of the narrative. After all, Diddy's career has been built on calculated risks and impeccable timing, and many believed that, eventually, he would respond. But only on his own terms, when the moment was right. The longer he stayed silent, the more pressure mounted on him. Would he ever break his silence, or was this just another example of Diddy playing the long game? In the world of entertainment, silence can often speak volumes, and Diddy's decision to stay quiet only deepened the mystery and speculation surrounding his involvement in the escalating drama.
Can say was, he was the peacemaker. Period. Didn't nobody want to feel what he had to give. And he was never quick to give it. He gave a word, and that was understood. And it was the confidence that was built around his character that made Bad Boy so feared. You know what I mean? Because ain't nobody want what he had or the people he could call to back up what he said. That gave Bad Boy a presence not to be fucked with. You know, Death Row had Suge, but Suge was the CEO. Diddy wasn't that.
Yeah.
But he had Gene, see. And Gene kept him honest. Like, you gotta remember, all of these people been knowing each other since high school. We talking back in the day. You know, even out, like, when people don't even realize, like, I'll Be Sure and Pete Rock, they're best friends, yo.
Right.
They went to high school together. They've been best friends since 10th grade. People change a lot when money and circumstances come into the way. How a person acted in the 10th grade is going to be very different than how they act with $500 million and an axe to grind. You know what I mean? Like, it's a different person.
Did Gene Deal ever have to talk to Suge one-on-one? Did they ever?
From what I know, I'm sure there was interaction, but nah, Gene didn't fuck around. Like, his loyalty was to Crew, which is why I don't like talking about his story, because because there's other parts of that story that I don't know if anybody can talk about.
Real.
At the end of the day, they made sure Gene wasn't present when Biggie was shot. He didn't want to leave Big's side. But they made sure he stepped away. Which is why I find it disgusting that Reggie Wright Jr. has anything to say about anything at all. Because he was the head of security. And he was supposed to be making sure the block was tight. That gimp-ass fucking wheelchair bitch. He should be sitting down. He was sitting down on the most important night of their lives. Protecting Big at all costs. They made sure Gene wasn't there.
If Big doesn't die, do you get a Puff Daddy the way he turns out now?
Fuck no.
Does Big keep Puff in check?
Oh, absolutely. Big and Kim. Kim had she had the little babies. Junior Mafia loyal to Kim.
Behind the scenes, Diddy's team worked tirelessly to strategize damage control and craft contingency plans. His silence, while appearing passive on the surface, was anything but. The mogul's inner circle was likely in full crisis mode, evaluating every angle of the unfolding scandal and determining the best course of action. Diddy has always been a calculated figure, known for his ability to steer narratives and manage public perception, and this situation was no exception. The decision to remain silent may have been part of a larger strategy to avoid escalating the situation and allow the media frenzy to settle. However, his quiet approach only added fuel to the fire, leaving journalists, paparazzi, and insiders hungry for any clue or hint about what was really going on behind closed doors. Every move Diddy made, whether it was attending meetings, making an unexpected public appearance, or even a simple Instagram story, was scrutinized for any sign of an impending response or admission. As the media frenzy continued to grow, the pressure on Diddy and his team intensified. Journalists began combing through old interviews, social media posts, and any past interactions between Diddy, 50 Cent, and Fox, searching for anything that could shed light on the scandal. Paparazzi camped outside his locations, hoping for an offhand comment or an accidental slip-up that could unravel the mystery. Diddy's team likely recognized the value of controlling the narrative and preserving his image. The longer he stayed silent, the more intrigue it sparked. Fans and media outlets alike began to speculate about what could be going on behind the scenes. Was he preparing for a bombshell response, or was he hoping to let the controversy fade away on its own? The tension was palpable, and every second of Diddy's silence became a crucial piece of the puzzle in this high-stakes drama. Whether by design or out of necessity, his silence was a key element in the unfolding narrative, leaving the public eager for the moment when he would finally break his silence, or if he ever would at all.
Biggie, Kim, Junior, what else was there? Total, my team of my friend, love her to death. Total couldn't carry that. 112 couldn't carry that. Carl Thomas couldn't carry that. They were all able to survive because of the dynasty that came with Big and Junior Mafia.
So no one tells P. Diddy what to do, like?
Absolutely.
Who tells him?
Clive Davis in the beginning. No, he didn't empower him. That motherfucker put his ass on the block. He gave him power. And all he had to do was diddle-dee-dee and diddle-dee-dum. Like, he wasn't gonna tell Gene and them that's how he was getting the money.
Right.
Let's be real about that. You think he was going to admit to these niggas who he went to school with, who essentially he asked to come to make his G official? Like you heard him say, Christopher Williams, street nigga, gangster nigga, Pete Rock, Al B. Short, they niggas from the hood. You know what I'm saying? Gene Deal. Like, ain't nobody looking at how Puff positioned himself. There was a wall of protection and talent and brilliance around him. Nobody had to look at him for real. And the truth is nobody did. Everybody laughed and joked about him dancing like a fucking idiot in all them goddamn videos. Twirling around in circles and shit. This nigga been wild. So I'm just saying, they didn't know. And he wasn't telling them. They just know he got the budget. He go to LA, he talk to Clive, he come back with the bread. Apparently, he has this man's confidence. Yeah, I'm sure that man was very confident.
Meanwhile, Fox, despite the storm she had ignited, remained conspicuously quiet. Her social media accounts, which had once been full of provocative posts and cryptic messages, showed no further hints or clarification. This silence was just as intriguing as the tweet that had sparked the frenzy in the first place. Fans and followers, eager for more details, found themselves hanging on to every word and action, or lack thereof, from Fox. Industry insiders began to speculate about her next move. Was she simply letting the drama unfold, or did she have more evidence hidden away? The question on everyone's mind was whether Fox's tweet about possessing damaging footage was just a calculated bluff to draw attention to herself, or if she truly had something more explosive in her arsenal. The lack of follow-up only deepened the mystery, with some suggesting that she might be biding her time, waiting for the perfect moment to drop a bombshell that would further escalate the situation. Fox's calculated silence left everyone guessing. Was she positioning herself for a dramatic reveal? Or was she simply content to let the attention swirl around her for a while, knowing that the longer she stayed quiet, the more the media would speculate about her motives? Her lack of clarification led some to believe that she was either preparing for the next phase of the drama or playing a dangerous game of mind games. For now, Fox remained an enigma in the unfolding spectacle, with both fans and critics eagerly awaiting the next chapter in this saga. Was she truly in possession of something more damning, or was she simply taking advantage of the moment to stir up controversy and reclaim some long-lost relevance? The answers were yet to come, but the speculation continued to mount.